been on here. Excuse me. It has been a very difficult road to hoe over the last few months, but the podcast have been making some significant updates, some significant headway. And I'm really excited about it. First of all, I have a new introduction, which I'm going to play for you right now. Here's my intro.
He's just ignorant. He doesn't know any better than to tell the truth.
It's the truth. I just want to report the truth. It'd be a nice change of pace, don't you?
When in doubt, tell the truth.
Edward, I tried to tell the truth, and they kicked me off the air.
You can't handle the truth.
And now, speaking the truth, even though it hurts, here's the host of The Truth Must Be Told, Sal Passos.
Yeah, I love that intro. But welcome to the podcast update. I have been very, very excited about what's been happening. For those of you who started, I do have quite a few followers on here, and I hope that I haven't discouraged you from not listening to me. It has been a very difficult few months, but I'm glad I'm back, and I'm going to. The reason I haven't been here is because the podcast, the HAPS itself, does not allow me to do the video portion in here like I'd like. I do displays and things like that, but that has actually kind of changed over the last few months. I do broadcast the video on Instagram and on Facebook, but it is really more of a behind the scenes broadcast video of what's happening here on the podcast. And just the other day, I actually have done my 50th episode of The Truth Must Be Told. Now, I'm very excited about it because there's so much going on. I actually have a website now. It is thetruthmustbetold.org. That's thetruthmustbetold.org. And very, very excited about what's happening. So I just wanted to pass that along to you. So if you get a chance to listen to this later, if you're not here live, or my Facebook is linked up now, I hope they're in here, and you can leave a something here for me. I'm going to go over to Facebook as well over here and see if I can catch anybody's comments on here. So, so I'm just very, very excited. So for those of you on Facebook, hello and welcome. For those of you on HAPS, hello and welcome. All right. So meanwhile, we've got some things going on. Let me tell you where I've been. So I started this podcast last September, and I wanted it to be, I did it out of really frustration with what was happening with the election and things like that. But I really found that it was time to move on past all of that and get on to more pressing issues, things that the Lord really wanted me to talk about. So the format's about the same. I take things that are in the news whenever possible, and I bring them into a Christian perspective. Some of the shows that I have done recently I've done the paranormal. I've talked about sexual abuse. I've had many, many episodes on addiction, and there's more of those to come. UFOs, fact or fiction, or deception. These are all things that are pressing in on people's minds. The show I just did tonight, I just completed a show on depression. And that you can find that at you can go to my website, thetruthmustbetold.org, thetruthmustbetold.org, and you can click on anchor.fm, and that will take you right to the podcast. Now, but I hope you all had a happy Easter and things like that. So recently I've celebrated the 50th episode, and I want to just kind of go over things that I talked about on that episode. Now, The Truth Must Be Told 93 on Facebook, my facebook.com page, The Truth Must Be Told 93 is now up to, now I have to update this. It's up to 77 likes, and I have 82 followers, which I'm really excited about. It's getting there. The podcast is continued to be viewed by people all over the world. I have Nigeria, Germany, United Arab Emirates, Iraq, Pakistan, and we can now add Ghana, Uganda, Nigeria, Malawi, Albania, and the United Kingdom. And those folks have been tuning in on Facebook. Anchor.fm/Sal-Passos is growing as well. I have several dedicated listeners. The show has been played about 154 times so far. Excuse me. We're reaching out all over there as well, all over the world there as well. I have listeners in Canada, Singapore, in the UK, as well as 19 states in the United States. And big shout out to those guys. I have Texas, Alabama, Florida, Connecticut, Washington, Michigan, Massachusetts, Colorado, Oregon, New York, California, Maryland, New Jersey, North Carolina, Montana, Oklahoma, Tennessee, South Carolina, and Missouri. Isn't that great? Now, the website, thetruthmustbetold.org, that is the really, really big news. I started the website in January of this year. It has over 40,000 hits. Okay. And that's up from 27,000 hits from the beginning of March. So from March to April, it's gone up almost 20,000 hits. It has almost 2,400 visitors, up from 800 visitors in the beginning of March. Now that's exciting news. And the people that come in and they share with that is just very, very exciting. So I'm very, very excited about that, and I'm glad that people are tuning in and listening to the podcast. If you listen to the podcast, you'll see that I bring things into a biblical perspective. I encourage people to pray, come to the Lord, and I talk to Christians as to how they should handle certain situations. I'm not telling them what to do. I'm just rating suggestions. So I'm just excited about this, and I just wanted to get this out here on Haps and on Facebook to let you guys know. And I guess YouTube's going to be carrying this, and it's going out to Twitter, linking up, and all that stuff. So hopefully we'll get some exciting things from that. Now, let's see, what else did I want to tell you? Oh, yes, other big news. I am now broadcasting on not only the podcast is not only going out on several podcast platforms, but one of the biggest ones I have now is iHeartRadio. You can listen to The Truth Must Be Told on iHeartRadio. I'm really excited about that. Yay. Also, I was asked by a gentleman, Christian gentleman, I am now on an internet radio station called ImpactRadioUSA.com. That's ImpactRadioUSA.com. And wow, I'm telling you, he is telling me that they are getting phenomenal results from that. Phenomenal. It is it's just amazing what he's getting. And he is I put out a 1-hour program, and it's on from 7 a.m. It's on at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern time, 7 days a week. Starting on Monday, the new episodes come out, and I just gave him a new one. And it's an hour-long program, so that takes a lot out of me, and that has been pretty good. I'm very excited about it. Also, I've been asking people for donations. I've been asking people to donate to the ministry to help out. We've actually had somebody give some money, and I was able to buy a new computer. And part of the problem I couldn't come on here is my computer system was down. And if you bear with me one moment. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. Anyway. So what I've been asking for and praying for right now, and for those Christians that are listening, I'd like you to pray with me. I am looking for a what's called a Rodecaster Pro podcast production studio. That is a big thing to say, but I'm very, very excited about it, because if I'm able to get that, it will help me expand the my production ability in this podcast. I'm telling you, it's a lot of work. For those of you who do podcasts, really seriously, it is a lot to do. I have to not only produce the show, edit the show. So there's post-production, pre-production. There's so much to do, not to mention also getting it out on the different areas. So getting new equipment is very, very important. And I've been looking at this Rodecaster Pro podcast production studio. It costs $599, and I'm praying specifically for that amount to come in. It's $599. If you feel moved upon to help me out, you go to the website. There's a place here where you can click and make a donation. Anyway, this item is so hot. It has excellent reviews. Nobody can keep it in stock, though it is, on stock. It isn't on in stock on like Amazon and those kind of places. But if I try to look at it for here locally, like Guitar Center and stuff like that, those go very, very quickly. I want to see, put one in my hands, but the reviews on these things are phenomenal. And definitely check out the show on Anchor, anchor.fm. Like I said, it's anchor.fm/Sal-Passos. And if you go there, you can you can listen to most of the podcasts. I've actually started there with episode 22. And so we've gone from 22 to 51 over the last few months, and it's exciting. It's exciting, and you can also click a donation there and support this monthly, 99 cents, $4.99, or $9.99 a month. And that would come to me to help, because I do have to maintain the website, which takes a lot. It's another issue that goes on to that. And but I'm very excited because there's so many really cool things happening, and just very, 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 very into it. I'm very excited. I wish I would get more people on here. That's the problem. They see, they start a podcast and nobody cares. All right. So anyway, but I wish you all well. I hope that you really had a pleasant Easter. Things have been going well here at the Passos household. We making some changes here in the studio. I've got a new desk out here now that's a lot wider. I can spread things out a little bit. It's not new. I picked it up at a thrift store for a very cheap price. And I've got some new equipment to add into the microphone and things like that. But I really am in need of that mixing board. I don't know. I'm kind of rumbling on here. I'm really, I just came out here as a lark just to see, hope that everybody is well and just getting out there. But I wish you well. Keep tuning in. You can write to me through the podcast, through the website, thetruthmustbetold.org. Write to me, tell me, hey, I saw your show on Haps, and I'm going to be listening to the podcast on other platforms. And once Haps gets this thing squared away where they will allow me to put in my RSS feed for my the online broadcast studio that I have and things like that, then I'll be able to do more, and I'll produce the show live here and record the audio portion for my audio podcast. And this way you guys get to see some different things and be a little more linked into what's happening. So, all right. Well, I hope y'all are good. I'm good. I said that already like 3 times, and I'm sorry. It's just been a long day. Just getting over getting sick. And I would just wish you all well. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And we hope to see you next time on the Truth Must Be Told. And hopefully everything will be good to go here. Hold on one second here. Why is this not working? Let me try this here. There we go. There's my send out music. All right. God bless you. And we'll see you next time on the Truth Must Be Told. Okay. Thank you so much.